ただいていく。
いいぞ、この勢いで潰してしまえ。
ちょっと余裕すぎだろ。こうしろ。来い。奪え。
ジョーカーのスキルがヒット。
いただいていく。
その調子。敵はあと少しだ。畳みかけろ。
How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you the full fusion recipe for the Trumpeter build that I used for Merciless difficulty. Now I know a question I'm going to get asked is, why not Mott? And there are a few reasons for this. First, I just think that Trumpeter looks cooler. Second, and more practically, he has better resistances. Finally, and most importantly, Trumpeter has significantly better combos. His square-square, triangle-triangle combo casts Nocturnal Flash, and his square-square-square triangle combo casts Freydyne, allowing Trumpeter to easily apply status ailments and then follow up with technical damage. Comparatively, Mott has absolutely terrible combos, requiring a full square x5 triangle-triangle combo just to be able to do nuke damage via a combo. Unfortunately though, using Trumpeter does come with a caveat, at least for my builds, and that is that skill cards are required. I did mention this in my last video, but I don't really like to use skill cards in my build guides due to the inherent randomness in acquiring them. Sadly though, they are necessary for a Trumpeter. As such, I will walk you through the base build for this persona so that you can see the final product with the bare minimum of one skill card used. After that, I will provide recommendations on what skill cards I would further use and what skills I would replace to take Trumpeter from a great persona to a fantastic one. I do hope you understand my decision to continue on with showcasing the Trumpeter build despite having to use skill cards, but I do truly feel that he is much better than the alternative of using Mott. Now I should mention that the actual fusion footage shown will be done using the Japanese version of the game. This is mainly for two reasons. First, I've completed the game on the JP version and thus have everything necessary. And second, while I do have access to the PC version of the Western release, I did encounter an infinite black loading screen bug which halted my progress. This issue has since been resolved for me, but I'm currently playing another game, so it'll still be a while before I get back to the English version of Strikers. That being said, I will be walking you through the entire fusion process step by step, and all relevant information will be displayed in English. Oh, and if you like what I'm doing with these videos, please be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I'll have more Persona build guides coming out soon as I showcase how to build each of the Persona that I used for my Merciless playthrough. And of course, if you have any questions about this video, Persona 5 Strikers, or any other game that I cover, you can always hit me up over on Twitch at twitch.tv/RosalindGaming, or on my Discord server, both of which are linked in the video description. So with that out of the way, let's build ourselves an awesome Trumpeter. Alright, so to begin, we need to pull out, somewhat ironically, a Mott for this first step, and I've already done that. So here he is, and we actually need to be leveling him up to level 75 in order to learn Cosmic Flare and Nuke. The rest of his abilities don't matter, it's only those two that we're interested in. Alright, so now that I've learned those two, I need to pull out an Alice. Now, specifically, I'm going to be pulling out the Alice that I already showcased in a previous build video. So if you haven't seen that and haven't made that persona yet, I will leave a link to that video in either the description or in a pinned comment, so if you need to make that, be sure to check that out so you can have that Alice prepared for this. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and pull that out real quick. Alright, and I've pulled out that Alice. We're going to be fusing the Mott and the Alice to fuse a Pisaka. And we're going to be passing down Enduring Soul, Spellmaster, Cosmic Flare, and Nuke. This is the main reason why I am using my previous Alice, because we need it for Spellmaster, but also I already had Enduring Soul built onto it, so it just simplifies the process. Alright, now that I've done that, I need to pull out a Pixie, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so I've pulled out that Pixie. We do need to level it to level 23. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. This is for the fusion. Then we're going to be fusing this Pixie and the Pisaka that we just made in order to make a Principality. And we'll be passing down Enduring Soul, Spellmaster, Cosmic Flare, and Nuke. Alright, and for the next step, I need to pull out a Kaiwan and a Jack Frost. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so I pulled out the Kaiwan and the Jack Frost, and we're going to be using those two plus the Principality we just made in order to make a Mithras. And we're going to be passing down, of course, Enduring Soul, Spellmaster, Cosmic Flare, and Nuke Amp. Alright, so now that we have this Mithras, we do need to level him up to level 43, and this is in order to learn Nuke Boost. And once you've done that, very important, you do need to register this Mithras to the compendium. So make sure you go ahead and do that. And now that that's done, I also need to pull out a Sarasvati for the next part of the fusion, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so I pulled out the Sarasvati, and we're going to be fusing the Mithras and the Sarasvati that we just pulled out in order to fuse a Kikurihime. Now here, we're going to be passing down specifically Enduring Soul, Cosmic Flare, Nuke Amp, and Nuke Boost. We're going to be saving the Spellmaster pass down for a future fusion. So again, for this one, Enduring Soul, Cosmic Flare, Nuke Amp, and Nuke Boost. Alright, and once you've done that, we need to pull out a Kopa Tengu, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so I pulled out the Kopa Tengu. You're going to be using it and Kikurihime in order to fuse a Naga. And we're going to be passing down Enduring Soul, Cosmic Flare, Nuke Amp, and Nuke Boost. Alright, so now that we have the Naga, the next step is we need to pull out that Mithras that we registered to the compendium, as well as a Unicorn. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so I pulled those two out, and we're going to be using them to fuse a Valkyrie. This is the Unicorn, it's the Mithras that we fused, and right now, for this fusion, all we're worried about is passing down Spellmaster. Everything else doesn't really matter. The main focus here is just to get Spellmaster onto the Valkyrie. Alright, now that we have Naga and Valkyrie, we need to level the two of them up. We need to level up Naga to level 46 and Valkyrie to level 48. Now the main reason we're doing this is to fill up their skill slots, basically to make them learn as many skills as possible. The reason being, for anyone who is unaware, the number of skills that can pass down in a fusion is determined by the average number of skills across all of the persona used in the fusion. So the more skills on the persona used in the fusion, the more skills you can pass down. And this is the main reason we're doing this, so that we can pass the maximum number of skills down to Trumpeter. Speaking of which, I do need to pull out one more persona for this, and that is a Sarasvati, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so I pulled out that Sarasvati, and we can now fuse our Trumpeter. So as you can see, 5 skills are being passed down. This is because all 3 of the persona being used in the fusion have the max number of skills in their skill slot. And here, we are going to be passing down, of course, Enduring Soul, Cosmic Flare, Nuke Amp, Nuke Boost, and Spellmaster. Alright, and with that, the base persona, without any skill cards, is complete for the Trumpeter. I did say at the beginning of the video, though, I would be using one skill card for this, one that I consider to be sort of a bare minimum, and that is Technical Adept. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. In doing this, I would be getting rid of Mafledain, and then that would be the completed persona in what I consider its most bare minimum form. Now, as for the recommendations I also mentioned, I would want to be looking to get Dizzy Boost and Ailment Boost onto this persona as well. In order to do that, I would be looking to remove Fortify Spirit and Nocturnal Flash. Fortify Spirit isn't really all that important in my opinion, and while having a castable Nocturnal Flash, is handy, if it was in order to apply Ailment Boost or Dizzy Boost to this persona, I think it would be an acceptable thing to get rid of. But those are the 2 extra skill cards I would add if I had the opportunity to do so. But yeah, that is the Trumpeter. Like I said, I really hate the fact that I had to use skill cards for this persona, but it's that much better than Mott that I felt it was worthwhile to do so, and it is a fantastic persona. Absolutely destroys things, has really good resistances, is a lot of fun to use, and is just really an iconic persona from the series. Coming up next, I am looking to get out a Cerberus/Mara build, also Jack Frost and Forneus. Also, I'm going to be having a Metatron build coming up as well, just basically going through all the persona that I used for the Merciless difficulty playthrough. So I look forward to those on the channel. But either way, if you enjoyed this, I hope you will leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, we'll be putting out more build videos as the coming days. I'm going to try to get them out a little bit quicker. I know I've been a little bit slow about it. It's just hard to do this as a one-man team, but I'm trying my best. Either way, hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you for the next one.